All right, this number says 426,357,129 and 361 thousandths. That's a big number. It's intimidating you. Don't be scared. Let's break this up piece by piece when we're writing this number in word form. So, here are my little pieces. I break them up in terms of numbers of 3. Yeah, it makes it look smaller, but there's a reason that I'm doing 3s. What's that reason? Well, this whole group right here is what place value. Can you figure that out? Hopefully you know place value well enough. This is the millions. This group in the middle here, that's the thousands. And then this whole group right here of numbers is the ones. And then every number after decimal, we don't group them by 3s. In this case, there are 3 of them, but it could keep going on and on and on. Or it could just be 2 digits or 1 digit. It's all really one group of numbers. We don't put commas in between after 3. That's just not the way we do things with decimals. But anyway, I broke this up into sections of 3. So the first thing I'm going to do, I see this number right here? That's 426. So I'm going to write 426. Now, what place value was that 426? I said it already. It was million, so I'm just going to write 426 million. Now notice, is there a comma after this 426? You betcha. So I'm going to put a comma up here, just like I would if I was writing the number. Now the next number is 357, so I'm going to write that down. 300. Talking like Count Dracula over here. 357. Anybody eat Count Chocula cereal? That's a good cereal if you're ready. If you got a really big math quiz or test, that's a really good cereal to have in the morning. Any breakfast in the morning is good to have. Too many people don't eat breakfast. 357, and that next word is thousand, right? Because that's the place value that we're working with here. So after the word thousand, I'm going to have a comma. All right, and then the last part here is 121. Or not 121, 129. So I got 129. And this one we're going to write exactly like it sounds. 129. We don't need to put 129 ones. That's just not the way we say it. If we were to say it. Alright, once I'm done writing the 9, the next thing I have to do is write the decimal. It's important to put the decimal, because if you don't put the decimal, if you just put 129, 361, it's very confusing. So the term I use for that little dot right there, or this little dot right here, is and. Anytime you have a decimal, you use and. And you've probably done it in real life. You say, I have $50.99 to buy that video game, or whatever it might cost. You say and in between the dollars and cents, and it's the same thing here, regardless of if you're talking about money or not. And so once again, I'm going to say 361, because those numbers are grouped together. 361. And what is the place value of that last digit there, that 1? What's that place value? Who knows? It is the thousandths place. So I'm going to put 361 thousandths. THS at the end. So hopefully that answers that question. The key things to remember here, if we can take away just a little quick recap, that decimal means and. Don't forget these commas. And every time you break it up, at least the numbers to the left of the decimal, you can break them up in groups of 3 and just sound them off that way. So 426 million, and I have a big space here just to emphasize that, 357,129, and 361, and that 1 right there is in the thousandths place.